friends. How are you today? I'm doing very well, thank you. Now, prepare yourselves because I have something so delicious and so beautiful and actually, for the most part, pretty healthy that I would like to prepare with you today. Let's make a snack. Today we are going to make something that I like to call unicorn bark. Now, there aren't any unicorns in it. Sorry to disappoint you. It's actually made from yogurt. But it's very tasty. You can make it in the freezer. And it's something that's so simple that you could probably do it on your own without very much help from your grown-ups. Here's what you will need. Yogurt. Now, I've chosen Greek and vanilla yogurt because it's white, but it still has some flavor and it's still going to be pretty sweet because this is a treat. Yogurt. Food coloring. I've got red and blue here, specifically because my unicorn bark is going to have a purple theme. It has a purple color theme, which you can do, but you can use your own colors. It's totally up to you. The colors to make purple, red and blue. And I have, check out these gorgeous sprinkles. I don't know if you can see it, but there are balls and little rods and stars and moons and all kinds of colors in there. Lots of blue and pink and purple, which fits my unicorn, pink and purple and blue unicorn theme. Then I also have a little dish right here of a mixture of almonds and coconut. Sliced almonds and coconut. Tasty. And then I have one more dish right here with some blueberries in it. Now, I've specifically chosen to use frozen blueberries that I've let thaw a little bit because they'll bleed a lot of color into the yogurt and they should make some fun swirls. If you just have fresh blueberries, of course that's fine. Just don't really expect them to spread much color around. For whatever reason, the frozen ones are a lot darker in color than the fresh. So, to recap, we have our yogurt, our things we're mixing into it, sprinkles, don't forget, and the colors. Now beyond that, we need some materials to work with. I have a cookie tin, a bread tin, see a bread tray, that I've lined with some parchment paper. You don't need to do that. I would recommend it though, because once everything is frozen, that's what we're going to do with this bark to make it ready to eat, is freeze it. Once everything is frozen, you'll just pop the frozen bark out by lifting up the parchment paper. And then you can spread it out flat and break it into pieces, which is what we're going to do. So if you'll notice, I got my parchment paper inside my tin, and I also have these pieces sticking out of the top on the sides. They're like handles that are going to make it easy for me to pull it out when it's done. And then I also have a big scooping spoon. And I've got these two long skewers for spreading my color around. I'm going to use them to make swirls and stuff in the yogurt. You don't need to use these. You can use a fork, you could use chopsticks, you could use a straw, that would be fun. You could use your big spoon. You can flip your scoop spoon around and use the bottom of that. It's really up to you. But I've chosen to use these because I had them kicking around the house. And last but not least, I have my glass of water because it's important to drink your water, kids. Let's get started. You want to open up your yogurt and mix it up before you put it in. I know that this yogurt is really thick, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake in there before I open it up. Mix it all in together. Make a big mess. Ooh, it's flying everywhere. My trusty napkin. Okay, so I got a lot of yogurt in there. I'm going to scoop yogurt into the bottom of my tray. Just a couple centimeters thick, not too thick. I'm going to scoop it in there. And I'm going to take care to spread it around to the edges of the tray. On my tray, I think that's going to be about 3 or 4 big scoops. If yours is bigger than this, it might be more scoops. And if your tray is smaller than this, it will be less. There we go, just filling up. But I really want to, there we go. I want to spread it to all of the edges. And I'm going to smooth it back and forth like that. By going back and forth all around the edges. Let's take a look. See, got a layer of yogurt all along the bottom. And my parchment paper wants to be in the way here to make it so that you can't see my work. So I'm just going to fold it a little bit so that you can see me. Let me puff on my extra yogurt. Okay, are we ready? Now this is the fun part. You get to choose whatever you want to put in whatever order you like. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is sprinkle in my coconut and almonds. I'm going to sprinkle those in right on top, as many as I want. I love these two things, so they're going to make it taste really good. See, I just sprinkled them in on the top, and I'm going to take my yogurt spoon again and stir them around a little bit. And if you're thinking, but Carrie-Anne, we just smoothed it out, and now you're messing it up. That's okay. We're going to mess it up a bunch of times. Okay. Get all of those in there. Mix them in. See? Now it looks like ice cream. What should I put in next? My blueberries or my sprinkles? I think I'm going to do some blueberries. And you know what? I'm just going to spread a couple over the top. And then I'm going to mix them in, and I bet you anything it's going to turn my yogurt purple. Okay, ready? See, there they are in there. Let's give it a gentle mix. Oh yeah, it's happening already. Holy smokes, look at that. It's just turning super purple. Now, if you're someone who loves blueberries, this snack is for you. Now, as I'm doing this with you and I think about it, I want to leave, here we go. I'm going to leave the sprinkles until last because they're sparkly and shiny and I just want them to be on the top, not mixed in. Okay, you know what? I think I could handle a few more blueberries in there. Let's just dump them all in. Yeah. Okay, spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them. Blueberries in every corner so that every bite has a blueberry in it. Spread, spread, spread. Okay, now I'm going to put my spoon down because I don't need it anymore. Take a look. Yeah. And still, we've smoothed it all out so that there's just a nice layer of yogurt and mixing ins on the bottom. The blueberries and the almonds and the coconut. Now let's put some color in there. What do you think? Now if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm confounded by the blue food coloring. For whatever reason, it comes out way slower than all of the others. So let's practice our patience as I squeeze a few drops of this in. I'm going to put them in. One. And I'm going to spread them out. I'm not going to put them all on top of each other. I'm going to put them in different spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? Some splotches of blue in there. Oh, it looks so vibrant and pretty. Now I'm going to take the red and I'm going to put some red in there. 1. Oh, it comes out so fast. 2, 3, 4. See how the colors are all on top there? That's when I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to poke it right into the color. See that? Right into that blue, and I'm going to start swirling the blue around and the red. Let's turn my, can you see? Let's do it like this because that's, there we go. I'm going to start swirling in the colors. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Swirling in those colors. Oh yeah, it's a real mess in there now. It's a big mess. Looks pretty cool though. Oh, you gotta watch out. Sometimes you'll move your parchment paper and then you have to stop and fix it. Okay, swirling, swirling. Wow, this looks fancy. Okay, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm actually going to get my spoon back because it really is a bit of a mess. And I am going to just smooth it all out again like this. Oh, wow. Okay. And you can see all the different colors mixed in there. And once again, I've got a flattened out, about 1.5 centimeter thick, maybe 2 centimeters thick, a little flat slab of yogurt. That's stuck down there. Okay, let's get the sprinkles. Oh, now this one doesn't have a shaker on the top. So to avoid having too many sprinkles, if you can believe it, that is such a thing. I'm going to put some in my hand, like this, and then I'm going to sprinkle them on top. I'm going to sprinkle them on top. I'm going to take a pinch and sprinkle. Oh, that looks beautiful. I highly recommend using this glitter if you can get it, families. This glitter, these sparkles. These sprinkles. As I always say, never be afraid to make mistakes. It's okay if you do. You can always correct yourself. I can't wait to show this to you. This looks really, really good. You know what? I like it so much, I'm going to put on even a few more of these glorious sprinkles. Look at this moon. You probably can't see it, but it's a little candy moon, and it even has a face on it. I feel like if a unicorn wanted a snack, it would look a lot like this. Okay. Take a look. See? Look at all those cool sprinkles in there. That's it. You're done. Now, it's not ready to eat yet. There's still something left to do. You're finished making it, but now it has to be frozen. So what you would do is clear a spot in your freezer and put this tray right in there. You don't need to put a lid on it or anything. You put it in the freezer for probably about 2 to 3 hours, maybe even 4, depending on how big your freezer is or how full it is. So this is a great snack to do maybe around lunchtime, knowing that you'll have it for dessert after dinner. Or it's a great snack to prepare before you go to bed so that it's ready the next day in the morning. So now parents, once this has gone into the freezer and it's sat in there long enough and it's fully frozen, here's what you need to do. I'm not going to pull it out all the way because I don't want it to lose all of its shape. So you grab those handles that we made earlier on the parchment paper, you pop it out, and you would put it flat down onto a cutting board or something like this. Get a big sharp knife and just kind of roughly cut some pieces. Or you can take a fork or a metal pancake flipper or like a big a flat bamboo wooden spoon and just kind of knock it a little bit like this, and the yogurt bark pieces will break apart and you'll have big chunks that you can just pick up and snack. Now, a little pro tip, if you are only going to eat a little bit of them at a time, they will melt, and when they melt, they'll turn back into yogurt. So I would suggest keeping them in the freezer in a container and then just pulling out as many pieces as you think you're going to eat at once. Now, I would absolutely love to see what you come up with if you end up making some unicorn bark at home. So if you do, you can always send me a picture on our Facebook page or our Instagram at Yukon Family Literacy Center. Thanks for joining me today, friends. See you later.